Europe and US agree on more sanctions for Russia. During a virtual meeting between the US and heads of European nations on the latest phase of the war in Ukraine, the Allies reached a broad consensus on the need to increase pressure on the Kremlin through the deployment of more sanctions, the Italian government announced on Tuesday, adding that the Allies had also agreed on the need to increase the international isolation of Moscow. In a tweet, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen announced that we will increase our sanctions against Russia again. It's unclear what penalties are in the works, but the energy sector is seen to be the most likely target. According to an Italian press release, the conference participants reaffirmed their shared resolve to diversify energy sources in order to reduce reliance on Russian supply. Most Western corporations have already cut ties with Russia, from computer platforms to fast food restaurants, but oil and gas sales to Europe continue since many EU countries have been unable to find sufficient supplies to replace the 40% of gas the Continental Alliance gets from Russia. That hasn't stopped the US from encouraging the EU to join its battle against Russia's energy industry, pledging to cover the gap with American liquefied natural gas, a considerably more expensive fuel that most European countries lack the facilities to store in huge quantities. Bruno Le Maire, France's economic minister, said on Tuesday that he intended to convince his country's more hesitant neighbors of the necessity of a total embargo on Russian oil imports, condemning unnamed countries for still hesitating and claiming that reaching a consensus on the issue may take weeks. Germany has spoken out strongly against the notion, claiming that it would plunge the country into a deep recession. The EU, on the other hand, is confident in its capacity to wean itself off Russian gas, stating that it will be able to reduce consumption by 2/3 by the end of the year. According to the EU Executive Commission, replacement fuel would be piped in from Norway and Azerbaijan, imported from the United States, and generated locally through expanding green energy initiatives. Even while it sanctions most other Russian industries, the EU sends roughly $850 million, €650 million, every day to Russia for oil and gas. Thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing to the channel.